Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about understanding more of the narcissistic personality disorder and different ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. This video is about a question that I get asked a lot, which is, are they any happier with the new supply? Now, most often they may have discarded you without any form of closure, and then they will move on very, very fast with someone new. You may find out from their flying monkeys, from their enablers, or from social media. And it is devastating when you've built your dreams and your future and your vision with a person that can treat you so badly one minute and treat you so nicely the next minute, and they just disappear on you. Or even if you've the one that's woke up and realised that you needed to end the relationship, and you've ended the relationship knowing that it's the right thing to do and you've got to do it for your own sanity. Yet as soon as it hits that they've just moved straight on without a care to you or children, if you've got children with them, there's so many emotions that you do have to deal with and process and let go of all those emotions, and you can let go of them. You will work through this. Now, the narcissist, most people will ask, are they any happier with the new supply? Now, in one way, they are happy in that moment. They are happy and content in that moment because they are getting their needs met. At that point in time, they are getting their needs met. What you've got to remember is what it was like when you first met them, how they treated you, how you treated them, how the idealization phase went, how the love bombing went. But as for are they truly any happier? No, because deep down, they are insecure, they have extremely low self-worth, they cannot feel those connections that we feel. They are forever chasing that love feeling that they're never going to truly get. So in the moment when they first start off, yes, in one way they are happy, but in another way, no, because they haven't worked on themselves, they haven't healed themselves. They are just filling a need at that moment, and they are not truly ever going to be any happier. Now, one thing you need to do is do true no contact, because while ever you're thinking about them with someone else or seeing pictures of them or someone else, it is going to hurt, it is going to cut deep. True no contact or true grey rock, making sure you don't know what they're up to and focusing on your own healing will help you overcome this. Now, you may question, what was wrong with me? Is the new person any better? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. In fact, there's everything right with you, because you're starting to wake up. You're starting to realise that you've been manipulated and how they work. You are going to heal. You are going to recover. That new person is at the start of the journey that you have just been through. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Now, the new person, as for are they any better? No, they are just a person that's been fed a load of lies, whether the narcissist is playing the victim or the hero to them. They are being fed so many untruths, just like you were, and they don't see it yet. They don't see what's happening. Now, that might make you want to might make you want to go and speak to the new person and let them know. And you have got to stop yourself. You've got to remember, if someone had spoken to you in the beginning with how well the narcissist was treating you, how would have you taken that information? One of the best things you can do is just completely step out of the picture, completely step out of the way, because if the narcissist is smearing your name to them and you're knocking on the door, trying to get closure, trying to ring them up, trying to get answers, you will be matching the words of the narcissist smear campaign. If you completely step out of the picture and leave them to it, that is going to put self-doubt into the new person. Now, I know it's awful, you don't want to put self-doubt into people, but it will put self-doubt into the new person to think, well, my new partner's telling me one thing and it's not matching up with how the ex is actually behaving. And that kind of self-doubt is a good one because it means they might wake up quicker. They might see it quicker. Another question is, do they ever change? Truly, no. To change into a good, caring, loving person, no, they will not change. They will change partners. They will change people. They will change how they behave for different people. But to actually be a caring, loving person, no, they will not change. They will change as they will find out the new person's likes, they will find out the new person's dislikes, they will find out their insecurities, they will find out their weaknesses, and they will mirror them. They will mirror their hobbies, they will mirror everything about them, and they will change and technically morph into the new supply to get that new supply hooked. But because that's not who the narcissist truly is, it will not last. At some point, that new person's going to bring in a boundary, an argument's going to occur, and the narcissist will go back to who they truly are. Another question is, do they miss me? And the answer is, unfortunately, not in the way you want them to. They don't miss you because they love you. They don't miss you because they care about you. You're out of their picture now. They've got new supply for their needs. They don't miss you for those true reasons. If they see you being happy, they may want to bring you down and destroy you because they don't care. They just want to hurt you. So, no, they don't miss you. One thing they do miss is when they're with the new person and the new person is starting to put boundaries in place or isn't treating them how they want to be treated. They may start thinking back to things that you did for them, needs that you met for them. What they miss is what you could supply for them, what you could give for them: house, money, clothes, holidays, teas, anything and everything that you provided for them. That is what they miss. They do not miss you as a person. Then there's the other question of, do they come back? This is an extremely dangerous thought. You need to remove that thought out of your mind. You do not want them back. No matter how much you may think you do not want them back. Write down a list of all the negatives of the relationship, and every time you have a moment where you think you might want them back, read that list through. Remind yourself and start working on you and where you want to be. They will be back at some point in the future, whether that's weeks, months or years. They will be back. The good majority of narcissists do come back. Now, they can either do this via smear campaigns and trying to destroy you and trying to drag you through court systems and causing you further harm and devastation, or they can come back trying to love bomb you, trying to play nice, if you take them back, it will only cycle back round to the end again. So if they're coming back with all the pity plays, one, just stay no contact and don't listen. If you've got children and you do have to listen, think of how that false apology is playing out to you. Think about who they truly are. Read that negative list through and do not take them back. When it comes to the court system, again, they do not play fair. So do what's right for you. Keep holding your head high. Keep doing what's right for you. Don't think that they're playing nice to be kind to you. They are playing nice to win at all costs. So what can you do about it? You need to stay no contact. If at all possible, you need to stay no contact and true no contact. So blocking flying monkeys, blocking enablers. And I know this can make you feel guilty, but it's better than living with regret. When you see something that pops up on Facebook, it might trigger you, and you do not want that trigger. So you've got to get over that guilt, and you will get over that guilt because it's better than regret, and you've just got to block them all out. Now, if you've got children, the best thing to do is just completely block them off everything, set up a completely different email address, and make communication via email so that you only have to go on there as and when needed. If people want to come and tell you about what they're up to, just tell them you're not interested, you're too busy living your own life now. Now, the narcissist is full of insecurities and low self-worth. And what they do is they take all they can from you and leave you as they feel. That is how they truly feel. They may not show it, they might not even know it, but deep down that's how they truly feel. So what you need to do now is work on you. Bring your focus out of outside events and outside circumstances and focus on healing yourself. Focus on your journey. Focus on building yourself back up. Creating a new vision for your future. Creating new dreams for your future. Thinking about them, dreaming about them, writing them down and reading them, and then so that your mind believes it, so that your mind can see it, and then your mind will find ways, and you need to then start taking action. It's like you can't walk into your living room and vision it being clean and then it will suddenly be clean. That is not going to happen. You need to know that you want it clean, you need to vision that you're going to clean, and you need to make the effort to actually do it and get it done to how you want it to be. And that's what you've got to do with your life now. You've got to dream of where you want to be, how you want your life to become, create the pictures in your head, create the thoughts in your head, and then start looking at ways to achieve this, and then take those baby steps, take those actions to achieve it. Now, it is incredibly hard to begin with, but it is possible. People have done this before you, so it is possible, and you can do this too. Now, there might be setbacks along the way. This is fine. This is like a toddler learning how to walk. When a toddler or a baby is learning how to walk, when they fall over, you don't tell them to quit. You encourage them to get up and go again. And they take a few steps sideways, and they wobble and they stumble and they fall down and they go back to crawling and they pick themselves up again. And then one day they are running. And that is what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. Write down a list of the achievements you have made, how far you have come, and keep noting them, so that when you do have that wobble, when you do have that step back, you can go back and you can refer to that list and you can see how far you've come, and you can focus on what you need to work on next. Because when you see that you are making those achievements and you are making that progress, that will help you and help your mind to keep going, to keep making those achievements and to keep making those progress. Standing right. I know it sounds, but actually standing right, standing with your shoulders back and your head held high, and it actually helps on the inside. When you feel better about yourself on the outside. Now, I know it can be hard in the beginning. Some people are stuck in bed. Some people are depressed, don't want to go out to work, don't get up. But once you're allowed to grieve. You do have to grieve. So set yourself a time limit and give yourself a couple of days to grieve. It's fine to grieve. You need to let those emotions out. But once you have grieved, you've got to start getting back up and making that conscious effort to get out of bed, get dressed, make yourself look good, make yourself feel good. However you dress is completely up to you, but you've got to do it in a way that makes you feel better about yourself on the outside, and that will make you feel better about yourself on the inside. You are amazing, you are beautiful, you are kind, and you did not deserve this. Nobody deserves to be treated this way. You can build your life back up, break the pattern, break the cycle, and move on to a much happier, much better future for you. The narcissistic ex cannot do this. They will continue to repeat the cycle until they end up old and they end up completely alone. Keep doing what you're doing. Please add in the comments anything you think might help somebody else. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.